Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to do 5 World Boss Ultimate clears with you guys on Cull Obsidian. We've done this before with Ebony Maw, and I want to bring you these clears not only so you can see what I'm going to do on a day-to-day basis if I'm just clearing these bosses. You can see my team-ups, you can see my strategies, my strikers. You can get an idea of the 5 best clears for this stage in particular, and also we can just talk about some general strategies. And if I was going to rank them in terms of difficulty, Cull Obsidian comes in at number 2. Thanos is by far the most difficult world boss of the 5 ultimates, but this motherfucker is definitely second. He has crazy high physical defense, which means that Deadpool's off the table, Captain America's off the table, and tons of other characters are just pushed to the side. But on top of that, he appears to have a pretty high, a higher than normal amount of elemental defense. So you actually have to just bring in characters with crazy high energy damage, energy attack, and then you have to bring in characters, of course, who are going to be able to do all defense down, because the all defense down combined with high energy damage will be enough to take him down. So we're not going to do the most competitive stage possible that I have for him, which would be 49, or, you know, we're getting close to 50 with only a few challenges left, but we're going to do 40. You've seen 49 recently with Jean Grey and Sharon Rogers, and they're definitely going to be 2 of the clears later on today, but I like to start out with one of my most challenging clears, and this is the Gambit Clear. We use Gambit here because of the amazing 5 skill. We use Ebony Maw here for 40% energy attack to buff Gambit on top of the 2020 increased damage and decreased damage received from universal types, so that does do like a pseudo support role like Valkyrie. And then Bullseye is there for the all attack max HP bonus to give Gambit a little bit more juice, and then he's also there for the team up skill. As far as the strikers go, we are going to go for maximum mind control because we want Cull Obsidian to be not moving as often as possible. We're going to bring Anti-Venom in for insurance, but if you are a pro Gambit player, you should not be getting hit. And then we're actually going to go ahead, because we have all defense down already, we don't need it again from these guys, we're going to bring along Jean Grey. We got 10% increased energy attack, which is great, and then she can also time freeze for 3 seconds. She has that on one of her skills, and you know, if she does her 5th skill or her 4th skill, the damage is not bad. I might have brought Luna Snow instead for the mind control and for the increased damage supervillains, but I think this is a pretty good list of 5 strikers, and hopefully we'll get this done in a couple of minutes. We just cannot get hit. That's basically the only thing that can't happen. But we use the team up skill here. It's always going to do 5 for Gambit, so we get basically an extra 5th skill. Oh, we're in trouble. That was close. We basically get an extra 5th skill every 30 seconds. And you could also toy with bringing characters that have the command striker ability. So there is a striker ability about halfway down the list. I know that Odin has it, and a couple of other characters. I think, you know, Yondu has it. I think Kid Kaiju has it. And basically it... decreases your cooldown. It decreases the cooldown on your co-op skill by, I think, 20%. So I think if you bring along 5 of those strikers, obviously that would be really bad for this particular run because I need those strikers. I need Scarlet Witch. I need the mind controllers. But let's say I didn't. It would actually reduce the cooldown by 100% so that you would be able to cast your co-op skill every 15 seconds. So it's actually something just to keep in mind. Not that the game right now sets up a situation in which you actually want to use that, but maybe sometime in the future, having 5 strikers that you can call upon every 15 seconds, as opposed to every 30 seconds, might actually be a way of, you know, clearing difficult content, you know, that we can't clear yet. So it'll be interesting to see if that ever, you know, is something that is used, but just something to keep in the back of your mind. I've tested it before, and that is very much how it works. So it's kind of interesting. But this run is going really well right now. We haven't gotten hit. I think we only walked into the poison puddle once, and that's why we took damage. We want him to do that. That's his easiest skill to dodge. And we want to watch out for when he starts teleporting. When he starts teleporting, Gambit can definitely get hit, and Gambit is definitely exposed. And just a couple of hits, and he's gonna, I got hit by something. I don't know what I got hit by. I shouldn't have done yeah, that was bad. That was a mistake because I procced early. I procced at the he's teleporting. Okay, I actually was trying to switch to Ebony, but for some reason I clicked it and my phone did not register. The only thing that I think is actually quite difficult about playing on a phone is the fact... What the hell just happened? Is the fact that that was so close again. That the place where you switch characters is on the other side of where your fingers are pressing the buttons for the characters. So imagine having those 3 characters on the other side, above the skills. I don't know if that would work, but it would make it a lot easier to switch because you would just move this finger up rather than having to, like, what I actually do is I move my other finger across because I can't move my thumb up. I don't want to take my thumb off the joystick. Just something to think about, something, oh, nice, we got a blast book. Something that I want to pass on to you as a question. What do you guys do when you're playing on a phone and you need to switch characters? Do you use your thumb or do you use your other hand? Or do you do the cross claw attack like I do? The blast book is really good because we might be tier 3ing Iron Man if he becomes really good with his July rework, if we ever get the July rework, if we ever get the Far From Home update. But that is the first of 5 banged out. We're going to go ahead with the second one. We want to use Jean Grey, we want to use Sharon Rogers, we want to use Captain Marvel, and I think that leaves us with a 5th. So we can actually go with either Thor or Scarlet Witch. Thor is actually really fun to play, so we're actually going to do Thor here. We can load up on multiple supports because we have enough of them, and this is going to be actually quite fun. Thor hits really hard with this team up. It's actually quite amazing. We're going to go with the same 5 strikers here. Oh, you know what? We're going to swap Jean Grey. I lied. We're going to swap Jean Grey for Deadpool to get some all defense down, and we're going to jump right in. But yeah, Thor with a CTP of Rage on this stage, tier 3 with my build, is actually quite nice, and you can actually do it. I know I mentioned that Cull Obsidian has increased elemental resistances, and I'm pretty sure he does, because if you use a character like Luna Snow has some difficulty, but I think the best example of a character that has difficulty on this stage is took damage. Is Human Torch, and Human Torch does really well against Ebony Maw, but he struggles a lot against Cull Obsidian, and it really doesn't make sense because he has all defense down, but he just does. It's just the way it is. So that's why I think he has, you know, a lot of increased elemental resistances, and generally speaking, you know, Psylocke doesn't even... Well, Psylocke actually does do good damage. I don't know, even Scarlet Witch does good damage. You can see here Thor is doing good damage, but Thor also has mixed energy and physical, but it might be the CTP of Rage that's actually helping him out. This is not going to be as fast, I think, as the Gambit Clear, but it's fun, and it's nice to actually use Thor in something rather than him just collecting dust as one of my more forgettable tier 3s at the moment. Compared to, you know, the hot ones of the moment, your Jean Greys, your Captain Marvels, man. Before Thor, or before this year, I'm getting bodied right now. Before this year, okay, we're really low on health. I'm gonna have to catch some of those health blobs. Also gonna have to watch out for the. Gonna have to watch out for the penetration. We might actually die here, which is not good. We just need we need anti-venom. We need to not be in the corner as well, because, you know, being in the corner. Okay, anti-venom's right there. I need to pop the immunity just so I don't take any excess damage. We're not actually going to be able to get that many heals, because that's why I didn't want to be in the corner. Being in the corner means that most of the heals actually go off to the side. You can see there's one off to the side right there, and then you can't get it. So yeah, don't go in the corner, guys. The corner gets no heals. But we're in the next phase. I don't know why he's over there. It's freaking me out. I don't want to die. I don't want Thor to die, so we're going to switch characters just in case there's some weird targeting issue. We'll be able to pass Nick Fury's buff back to Thor anyway, so this is actually something that's pretty good. We pop the tier 3 skill. Hopefully I can come back down and get quite a lot of damage, which is nice, but more importantly, yes, we need those juicy heals. We need to not get hit by his penetration, and then we also need to not get snared, because that would be literally the death of Thor. The Death of Thor, Volume 1 by Greg Capullo. No. He's drawing Spawn now, I think. I saw on his Twitter. But if any comic book heads this damage is pretty nice. It's probably going to be my slowest clear, but I still like playing with Thor. And I got snared because I'm dumb. But he's got mind controlled, which is nice. Another thing that Call Obsidian does, which makes him harder than other world bosses to fight, is it's not really a good example in this fight in particular, but he has reduced crowd control time. So the more you mind control him, the less it actually does. And I don't know if that also applies... Oh shit. I don't know if that also applies to things like all defense down and like lightning resist down, but it definitely does apply. So we got that one done. That one was a little bit harder. That was 3.5 minutes with Thor, but damn, Thor gets it done. Thor still puts in work, and we're up to 466 on the raid level. The raid level is interesting because it's something that I wonder about. Like, what am I gonna do when? And she's about to crush this stage. So check this out. What am I gonna do when we get to the point where I'm at raid level 499? Am I going to go back and just play stage 20 all the time? Because the difference in rewards between stage 20 and stage 50 are really not that large. And on the other hand, for the world boss booty boxes, you can already get CTPs and premium cards from stage 20, so there's not a huge difference there from stage 50 to stage 20. And on the other hand, it saves me a ton of time, but then on the other hand, it's, you know, much less competitive, much less difficult, much less challenging. Kind of like this right now. She's just bodying this dude. We definitely need the heals, but man, she does so much damage and she does it so fast. She makes this stage 40 look like a stage 20, and she quite possibly could skip his mid animation if you do enough damage. He'll basically just bug out and he won't be... Oh, I got frozen. Damn. He'll basically just bug out and he won't go into his next phase. We might get it here. We might be able to skip it here if he gets mind controlled while I'm hitting him. Maybe not. Oh, he did. He got charmed. He got charmed. Okay, okay. This might work. This might work. This might work. Yeah. As long as I don't die. Nope. Damn. We didn't do quite enough damage. I think you need to bring him down to like 6 bars. But I think if you do that, you can definitely... I got frozen again. I think if you get him down to like 6 bars, it definitely bugs out. But she just shreds this stage. And you'll be able to compare her. It's not going to be the same team up, so obviously there is some, you know, unfairness in the team ups. But you'll be able to compare her to Jean Grey, not only in terms of the difficulty, but in terms of how fun this looks to you. And then see if, you know, you prefer this tier 3 over another tier 3. But these 3 ladies just clap this dude hard. A lot of good blast and good energy attacking female characters in Marvel Future Fight. Taking over for the dudes, you know, when Doctor Strange and stuff were the meta. Boom, 1.5 minutes. She shreds that stage in under 100 seconds, by the way. So she could definitely do the stage 39 challenge. We got an orange booty box. We're definitely going to be cracking that open at the end of the runs. See if we get a CTP or something crazy. But now, let's bring it home with the last 2 ladies of death. We're going to do... Let's do Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Ghost Rider here, or Ghost Panther. I don't know why I said Ghost Rider. No, you know what? We don't want to do that. No, let's do Jean Grey. No, let's do Ghost Panther, Jean Grey, and Shuri. Yes, this is way sexier. We're gonna do these ones, and we're gonna do her, and we're gonna do... Yeah, sure, let's do him. We get the extra crit damage there. We get a little bit of crit rate as well. And yeah, this should be good. We get the crit. Well, we also get the crit and the fire damage leadership from Ghost Panther. But yeah, I didn't say it too clearly. I said it kind of briefly. But Human Torch, try him out against Call Obsidian, and you'll see what I'm talking about, where he just doesn't do any damage. And it's super bizarre because he straight up melts. I'm talking Human Torch. He straight up like disintegrates. I keep getting snared. He straight up disintegrates Ebony Maw, so you'd think he'd have at least a little bit of damage against... look at this, it's disgusting damage. You'd think he'd have at least a little bit of damage against Call Obsidian, but he really doesn't. And on the other hand, Jean Grey, and I think, you know what, I think we can time freeze him here. We can time freeze him, yup, so he actually just... We skip the animation where he blows up. I'm getting hit, but it doesn't matter because she heals for so much. And the one character that I'm not using on this stage, there's actually 2 characters that I think are good for this stage. Cable is good for this stage, although he is a bit more challenging to play as. And then Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is the one that I'm not using. She can also be kind of difficult to play against Cull Obsidian. Her damage is not as good. And again, once you get him down to about 5 or 6 bars, the mind control doesn't last, longer than a couple of seconds, so you don't have much time to stall, and you have to, use your iframes on 5 or your iframe on 5, and you have to use the movement on 3. But she just disintegrated that even faster than Captain Marvel with 2 supports though. Captain Marvel only had 1. We got another blast book. Hell yeah. That's awesome. 2 out of 10 already. And now the last one, the darling of the ball. We got She-Hulk leadership with White Fox. Let's do it. Let's do the same 5 team up. Actually, no, we're going to sub in Anti-Venom just for security, just for a little bit of cushion. She shouldn't need it. I think my prediction is 3 tier 3 skills, and he's going to be dead. But if we get lucky with the accumulation, he might be dead in 2 tier 3 skills. Because it just does bonkers damage. The nice thing also about White Fox, remember, you get the extra 3rd skill on every team up, so you can do the team up skill rather than doing her 3rd skill, and you'll get that 3rd skill accumulation effect. Alright, here we go. We didn't get any accumulation in between, but we are going to get the tier 3 skill to pop off. Wow, without the proc, that was so lame. The CTP of energy just did not want to trigger whatsoever. That was so lame. Okay, he's going to hit us here, set us up for a really nice proc, I think. Yeah, that was like over a bar. Hell yeah, that was regular, regular 4th skill action. We're going to squeeze in a couple more hits here and then run away just in the nick of time. All right, we're going to proc this. Gonna do that, cancel that, pop the tier 3 skill. This time it's gonna proc properly. There we go. Bar on bar on bar. Yeah, not quite 2 tier 3 skills. It would take another one here, but that's okay. Oh wait, maybe no. Holy cow, that damage. He's doing the teleportation thing. We're gonna do the 3rd skill. We're just gonna tank that damage because she's a beast. And boom, 4 seconds slower than Captain. Or no, then Jean Grey. Sharon fucking Rogers, dude. Killing it. We didn't get a book again, so she's not as lucky as Jean, but that's fine by me. 40 clears. Stage 40, 5 clears. Let's crack this booty box, and then we'll say goodbye until another day. Let's see what we get here. Boom, 88 Nornstones of Chaos. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments what you want to see next on the channel. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you later today. Take care.